Welcome back, guys. So let's try and finish this process so we could probably see how it's going to be. But before that, let's just start it up and see. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you get all amazing stuff. This is a real-time antivirus software we're going to build with YARA rules. There are a lot of things we will be working out, and this is how the animation is probably going to be until it ends up to 100%, right? So what we're going to do is when we click on any of these ones and we click on this scan now, then this animation should probably be able to show. That is what we are probably looking at, right? So what we're going to do is on this guy, we will just have to modify it a little bit, right? So with the progress, let's set the progress back to the value. Let's set the value back to we have the progress inside here. We should deal with it, so let's see what we have here. This is the shadow percentage is true. The value, let's set the value to 0 for now, and let's just add the value to cover this entire thing, right? I'm just going to show you the easiest way to do this, bro. So just keep it like this, and what we're going to do is let's find a way, and then this is progress and flat. Let's just make it round so that when we set a value to like 25 or 50, it's gonna have like rounded style. And we could just set the starting point also to fade it. We could use any of these, like an arrow or whatever we think of. So we could just use this now. I don't like this. We could just use the round, and this should be an arrow. So let's say square anchor. Now I'm not going to use that, but we could just use an arrow anchor mask. What is this now? We will need an arrow instead, which will be very, very good. That is fine. This is so awesome, right? So but one thing we probably have to do is we have to set the full color of this. So the shadow color, I don't know, but we could go up here. We have the font, so we could set the font to maybe 30. That is gonna increase it, and we could set the full color to white. Awesome. So this makes it really good, and we could set the font size to bold, making it more awesome looking. Right now, the next thing we're probably gonna do is just gonna copy this and put this beneath this. So technically this is gonna be the item which is scanning at the moment, right? So we will set the auto size to false so that we can manually extend this or expand this to be like this, and then expand it like this. Now we will have to, so what I'll do is I'll just bring these guys up for some reason, I don't know, but I think I really love this. And with the text, let's just set the anchor, not really the anchor, but we should have text align, right? So let's go in here, text align. Yeah, there you go. So we're just going to say center, and it's going to be centered. So we will just replace the text here with 3 dots, just like that. And let's go to the prompt. Let's copy this button, cancel, bring it way to this section, just paste it here, right? So when this is scanning, we're just gonna control this. When it is scanning, it's gonna indicate whatever which is probably going on when it happens. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now see that this is hover button 1. That is really good. And this is progress bar 1, and this is cancel, right? So all we're gonna do is let's go to the prompt, and with this prompt, let's set the selected color to be this color. So click on all of these, and we go to the hover state. With the fill color, let's use green. When it is selected, then it's probably going to be green, right? Let's test it out and see. Right, so this is how the progress is probably going to be, really nice, and you'll see that it is scanning. But let's try this out. Click on this, you see, so it is fully selected and fully customizable. Right, so click on scan now, then this is probably going to work. All right, so this is what we have really achieved now. Now what we can do is, when we click on this guy, which is scan now, we can control the form, which is these guys. Right, we could control all of these guys. So we could probably go inside the prompt. When this is clicked, we will just say from the form 1, so we can probably call the form 1 here. We can create form 1 as the form 1 to a new form 1, or we can just assign it to a form 1. Now we can just say form 1 that now we can access the hover button. Right, you know what, let's focus on the design first. We will work on that later on. Let's focus on the design first. So when this is done, we're probably going to get a resource page, right? So resource page is very, very important. So we're just going to create a new form, and this is probably going to be a resource page. I don't know if I should be using a tab for this. I literally have no idea. So let's use a tab for this. Tab is going to be very, very helpful here. So let's add a tab control, tab. So we should have a Guna tab. I don't know if Guna has a tab, but we could just use the default tab control like this one. Just put it this here. So we have 2 tabs. That is really good. So one, this guy is going to be in here. That is the first one. And we go to the second one, and we're just going to select all of these, put it in here. Right, now this guy could be able to be expanded like that. Just gonna expand it. Yeah, we're just gonna expand it like this. That is perfect. And we could probably hide it beneath it, but that's fine. We will work on that later on. So let's see this guy with the back color of this. We could probably set it to red for now, and then we set it back to the transparent for the transparency to take effect like that. But we could also use the gradient style, right? We could also use the gradient style. So we could just come here, then we copy the gradient style. Let's just copy the entire thing. Come here. Before that, paste this here. Let's just delete everything here. We send this to the back, so we could probably see this, and then we could probably put this on this, put this here, put this here. It's a little bit tricky, but it's good. You could probably keep it this way, and we could just paste it once again here, delete everything, send it to the back, and now we can just drag and drop this here. And with this main stuff, we could just set the style, which is right. So let's see the appearance style, flat buttons. Now let's see the pages itself, right? So this is going to be undocked. Select this, and the border style is gonna be none. Yeah, I got it, but we have to right. All right, let's dock it and see how it's probably gonna appear. Sometimes the line's not gonna show, sometimes it's gonna show. It depends, right? It depends. Nothing really fancy. Let's see how it's gonna be. Right, so meaning the lines are showing, but you could probably see it has smooth transition. So we would have to find a way and then work around with it so that everything is probably going to be very, very nice and powerfully designed. Right, how can we technically fill this up? There are some couple of ways. We can either undock this and we can expand it, or we can still dock it, but we click on this guy and we can adjust it from this side. So size mode is normal. I think it's gonna be is it gonna be the appearance? Let's see. Nah, this is not right. We could provide, okay, hold on. Now this is not it. We can find a way and then fix this up. Hold on, let me see. From the designer section, where is the design? The appearance, behavior. I don't know. I actually don't know. Let's see the appearance. Let's see the draw mode. Nah. Right. I'm just trying to find a way to work this out. Let's see, multi-line. Nah, not that one. Right, I'll look for it on our next video, then we look at it. So now here we have this here, and what we're gonna do is yeah, we have this right now, so we could probably create one for the thread list. So we're just gonna create one, like adding one, not one tab, and we'll just paste the same thing, just delete everything. And now this is gonna be the results. So we could just probably add like a list view, or a list box, or anything, or we could just add a grid view, anything you might think of, or we could just add a grid view. Alright, so we could just add a Guna grid view, and this could serve as our results. That's fine. And yeah, within here we can just add a button, like, you know, one button. Let's just go to the prompt, copy all these buttons, go to here, click on the last one, paste it here, so this should be here, right? So one is going to be skip, and one is going to be fix issues. So now from here, let's go back here, and well, what we're gonna do is just copy this guy and paste it one more time here, put it here, and we'll just set the text to total scan. Total file scan. Then we say 0 for now. So we have total file scan. That should be here. We paste another one. So this is gonna be thread detected. And we just gonna say maybe I don't know, like it's gonna be the time spent. So let's say date. So it's gonna be around maybe 12/12/12 2025. Yeah, maybe something like this, right? Okay, so we just have something related to this, and I mean, it's good. It's good. So we could probably add one for settings. Yeah, so that should probably be a settings. Let's just add only one thing, like this one, copy, just come here, paste it, and let's delete it, right? So this should have like one button, and we'll come back to this later on. So we should have like a button like save. So this is gonna be save. Right, and this settings, we can choose our YARA path, whatever we want to do, or we can just say, hey, it's coming soon, right? We could probably say anything we want. So the settings could probably be coming soon, so we could just put it here, and we set the font size to 50, and we change the text to coming soon. Just like this. This is really good, right? So since we have this, we're good to go. We can also customize this. We can add as many columns as we can. We can add, like, you know, like file name, file could just add like file, and we could just add like type, like the type of the file, and we could just add status, right? Right, and then last but not the least, we could add like date, or maybe, I mean, we could just use like only these three. I think this is good. So we have this, we're good to go. We could always go to this and choose the header styling, and we can adjust this as how we needed it to be. Right, so we have this, and this should be fair enough, good for us to get started with it. We can maintain this, or we can get rid of that, and I'll show you in no time when we are finally preparing this for a release time. You got it. So the last thing we're probably going to do is on how we can actually use these navigations to navigate through these buttons, and they are going to work, right? So let's do that real quick. So this is going to be for the index tab 1. So we're just going to say tab control 1 dot select tab. So it's going to be select tab, and the index is going to be 0. So we copy all these. Now this is going to be the list. So that is going to be tab index 2. And this is going to be the settings. That is going to be the tab index 3. Perfect. So we just click on start, and we should be good to go. Right, so we click on this. You see, now we are navigating through our software, and this really works fine. Right, all right. Right, so thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this episode again. We are gradually building something. On our next video, that is when we are going to start working on our YARA configuration. If you've come so far to this level, congratulations, and don't forget to leave me comment section in the comment below. And also, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't be missing any update. See you on my next update. Until then, have a nice day. And Xsoft Original is out.